What a beast. A demigod indeed.
There is no time for talking. Cast the hex and put it back together.
I was just about to.
What happened?
I don't know. It's gone.
Gone?
Yes. The field dog's energy, the hex power. I had it and was trying to fuse it back together, but then it just vanished. I don't understand this, Chieftain. I studied this spell for years and...
Is he telling them he killed it? Sarek's cub is dead?
I told you I don't know. Nor's claws, I don't understand this myself. I did everything right. I tapped into the Archfire, and then
He failed! That is what the stranger did. He failed! Grimlore told the Chieftain, Brittle Bones cannot be trusted! Let Grimlore crush him, Chieftain! Let Grimlore crush him here and now! He deserves it! He should...
This one is alive. They heard that? Is this him? Is this Zarek's cub? A cub? Yes, this one believes you could call them that. So, you are this one's saviors, are you not? Interesting.
Why worked the stranger's hex not? It should have brought the cub back to life.
I'm wondering the same thing.
It did not work because this one's flesh has grown too weak. 2 centuries this one has been this way. 2 centuries torn into pieces. This one had a plan, yes. But the human he chose to take him out of here was too weak. So here this one lay, decade after decade, the bond between his limbs growing ever weaker. And now that his flesh is finally rejoined, it has grown too weak to hold his spirit. It's pathetic.
So the cub is saying, what? That his body has become useless?
Yes. However, this one knows of the troll struggle. The human hunters, the orcish slavers. The scales are not tilted in their favor.
Then the cub knows why they have awoken him.
This one does. And this one also has the strength they seek. To cure the rot in the troll's dying blood. And to crush their predators like the meatbags they are. Were this one's flesh not useless, he would do it.
If Zarek's cub knows why the Moonkin summoned it, then he also knows the Moonkin tribe is fighting the Chainers and the Hunters right now. Is there anything they can do to restore its body?
There is. This one is grateful for what the trolls did. So this one hoped there would be another way. But because the flesh is so weak, there is not.
Then say it. Whatever it is, the Moonkin will pay the price.
This one needs to perform the sanguine ritual at an Archfire vein. And to do this one needs a new vessel.
A vessel?
Yes. This one's old flesh is dead. And it will stay dead no matter what they do. The only way to survive is to form a new body at an Archfire vein. But to do this one's spirit needs a vessel. One to carry it to the vein and serve as a conduit. This is his offer. Grant him one of their bodies as a new vessel, and bring him to an Archfire vein. Then he will rise anew. Help the trolls crush their enemies, and cure their blood as they ask of him.
This vessel, what will happen to it?
Death.
He knew it. Zaska knew it.
No, there must be another way. The Moonkin have his body. Can they not just take it to this vein so the cub can resurrect it there?
This one told them. This flesh is dead and useless. By bringing the parts together, they allowed this one to mend his spirit. But that is all. The only way for this one to return to the world is by forming his body anew. And that is why he needs a vessel to take his mind to a vein.
The tribe for the blood for the tribe. Grimoire understands. Chieftain Akrog, let Grimoire make this sacrifice. He will offer his body to the cub so they can save the Moonkin.
No. This is big shit. There will be no more sacrificing. Rot it. They know not even if what this thing says is true.
Gave Zaska not his blood for the tribe just moments ago? They heard the cub. There is no other way. Please, Chieftain, let Grimoire do this. Grimoire has lived far too long, and his old hide has long been a burden for the tribe. Let him...
Weak.
What?
You are weak. The Hierophant's body cannot hold this one's spirit, so there is no way your old and useless flesh could. And the same goes for the Chieftain and the Worm Eater. The Firstborn's cub could. The chance is still small, but it could.
He means...
Noag. He is talking about your brother.
No. Akrog will not do this. Akrog will not harm his little blood.
So soft. No wonder your kind is dying out, Chieftain. No wonder.
Little blood. Come, they are leaving.
Noag accept.
What?
Noag accept Cub's pact. If Noag's blood can save tribe, he'd do it.
Now this is interesting.
No, Noag will not accept anything. He heard Big Blood. They are leaving, right now.
Zaska is right. Big Blood forbids Noag to do this.
And Noag refuse. Big Blood always teach Noag that tribe more important than blood. He remember? Noag listen, and Noag learn.
What? No, that is not what Akrog meant. He would never...
He'd be alright, Big Blood. Noag no afraid of going to Moonlit River, because he swim with Crumple and Sire there. Noag save the Moonkin. Do the pact, cub. Noag agree to be vassal.
So it will be.
No, he cannot do this. He... Noag.
Is he...
Of course he is dead. He is dead because that rotten, foul-tusked, stupid thing killed him.
It was the only choice.
Rot his stupid choices. Why stop trusting one him not? Why? By Mugwa, this was Noag. This was his same blood.
Akrog tried. Rotten thinks Zaska that this is easy for Akrog. It just happened too fast.
Wait, something is happening.
Little blood.
No. Zarek's fangs. To draw breath again.
Fascinating. It took him over.
What now? The cub said it needs an archfire vein for this ritual. So must they go back to Magwa's cradle?
This is what this one suggests.
Actually, there might be another way. I searched the Blackheart jungle for veins before we met, and there are 2 more on Urgarth that I know of. You've been to one of those already.
The Red Meadow. Where is that other one? Closer to here than Magwa's cradle?
Not closer to here, but closer to where your tribe is fighting the Chainers and the Hunters as we speak. It's at the northern coast. If we perform the Sanguine ritual there instead of the cradle...
Then less time will be lost traveling. A good idea.
Then they will march for the coast at once. There is nothing left in this place. Akrog has spoken.
Few words were spoken as the 5 figures marched through the jungle. He should be thinking, agonizing, brooding over whether his choice was the right one. But he could not. His mind was silent as the temple they had left behind. Just 3 thoughts crept in, over and over. Reach the coast, resurrect the cub, save the tribe. That was all that mattered. The sun had risen again when Zaska jerked up a hand and stopped. Listen, he said. Fighting. And it was close.
They hear that? Fighting.
Quick.
It works better than it tastes.
What is needed of him?
Chieftain Akrog Bone Whisper? Is that him? Or are Cabrax's fat eyes failing him?
Not at all.
And here Nurbok thought that cursed temple had eaten them. He sees no cub, though. Means this, the cub is right here. Magwa's. What?
The chieftain will explain. He will explain everything.
So, the Moonblood has gone into the Moonlit River.
Not yet, but he is on the threshold.
Well, Cabrax knows not what to say. He is sorry, Chieftain. This must have been a terrible choice. And Chieftain Akrog made the right one. Noag Moonblood will be remembered as a hero.
The rain that has fallen is with the ground. Now, tell him about the battle. How many enemies are they facing? And knows Anug of this archfire vein the stranger spoke of? The blue crystal, like the blood drop.
He does. But they talk in the tribe camp, Chieftain. Come, follow Anug. There is Greenskin eyeing troops on the way, but that is nothing the Moonkin cannot handle. The Greenskins crushed the bridge Anug and the kin used to come here. But there is other way.
Let them march then. It's time for the Moonkin to fight.
So, Grungwar and Nurbok fight side by side once more. Almost like in the old days, no?
It will never be like in the old days again, Nurbok. The bond of trust has been shattered. Come, Chieftain. Let them march.
What next?
What is that? If he insists.
Not smash!
He is going.
For the Moonkin!
He will protect the tribe.
Pathetic. And you call yourselves the Chosen of Zarek?
There will be many more. Come with them, kin. There will be time for answers later. That was all of them. Come with Akrog. They are headed for the tribe camp.
What now?
Let's us.
Wait, Chieftain! Mugwa's piercing tusks! Zeramak think Chieftain dead! He think they all dead!
They are not. What are Zeramak and the Scrappers doing so far from the tribe camp?
What they do best, of course. Look for scrap to use for guarding camp. There are much of it here in jungle.
From old to new. How endearing.
Zeramak, guess? What's wrong with Moonblood? He looked different.
There will be time for explanations later. Join them in the tribe camp, Zeramak. They have a battle to plan.
Akrog speaks true. Before they go, though. Rot it. There is no good way to say it. Nurbok is still a traitor. He took control because it was the only way to save the tribe. But now that Akrog is back, wants Akrog Nurbok to stay and fight, or to go back into a cage. Nurbok will bow to his word.
This battle needs every warrior it can get. Nurbok will lead the guarding until the sanguine ritual has been completed.
Understood. Sharp tusks and thick hide, chieftain. Oh, and cub. Crush those cursed rot tusks. This tribe has bled for it.
Good. Now to the tribe camp. All right, Anuk. Give Akrog a view on the battle. How are the Moonkin holding up?
Well, Anuk wish he had better answer for chieftain, but the truth is, it is bad. Both the chainers and the hunters attack us all the time. Anuk think they try to make the tribe weak before dealing the killing blow. The battle is going for almost a sunup and a sundown now, and we already lose many kin. Anuk not lie, chieftain. It looked dark. Very dark.
Well, they have the cub now, so the wind has turned. Where have the chainers built their tribe camp? Their cow?
Well, there is two, actually. One is a little camp on Small Hill. Iamak think that is where they send their wyverns from.
And the Moonkin will destroy it. What about the big camp?
That one is a bit farther south from the small camp, in the east. It is well shielded, though, so it will be a tough fight. Forget the tribe camp for now. They should focus on conquering the vein first. This one can sense it's nearby. Have the meatbags found it already? He speak of Anuk? It is true, they have. It is near the Chainer camp, a bit to the southwest.
Well, then we know what we need to do, don't we? Defend the tribe camp and conquer the soil around the vein so the cub can perform the sanguine ritual.
The stranger speaks true. What about the hunters, though? Where are they?
Cabrax can answer that question. They're down in the very south. But it seems like they have shielded off that tribe camp with hex barriers. It is probably as Anuk says. They want to wait with their final charge until the Moonkin are weakened. Cabrax and his bone hexes tried to banish the hex walls, but they are too strong. For you, once this one has his flesh back, no hex gate in the world will stop it.
All the more reason to seize the vein first. Have the hunters other tribe camps in the jungle?
Huh. The big spot one more, but it is also behind the hex gates. Anuk think they make warriors appear in strange spots with air flickers all across the coast from there. Just like they do in Mugwa's cradle.
Teleport hexes. Try Cabrax to banish them?
With hexes and with crush sticks, it is true, but it works not. Whatever they use, it must be very, very powerful.
Well then, there is nothing the Moonkin can do but fend off the warriors until they find a better solution. Good. This helps. Now, enough chatter.
Noag, wait.
Wait, Chieftain Akrog, is that him? And what happened to Noag?
There is no time for explanation. What is wrong, Julog?
Well, one of Julog's beaks spotted something in the ocean, so Julog went to see what it was. It seems like there is a group of brittlebones, humans, coming on ships.
Humans? What could they want here?
Julog knows not, Chieftain.
Maybe they are a helping pack for the hunters. They should be wary.
Wary, cautious, cautious. There will be struggle and bloodshed, meatbags. That is something to look forward to.
The only thing Akrog looks forward to is marching over the corpses of those rotten hunters and greenskins. They have plagued the Moonkin for hundreds of moons. Now it is time to return the favor. Kin, to their places. The battle begins.
Well said, Chieftain. I will stay here and do my best to keep the camp safe. Good luck.
Fine.
At his
The
surface,
future of the Moonkin looks
The
bright.
time of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. Chieftain, the tribe is running out of stone.
Grungwa is here.
This
The
belongs to
future
the
of the
Moonkin.
Moonkin looks brighter.
Building is done.
The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
Magua has blessed the Moonkin with growth.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
Let Akrog
This
see.
looks interesting.
The building is done.
What is that?
Moving now.
Interesting. Probably. Going now. Let Zazka get a proper look. Head towards certain doom. Sure, why not? Go join the worms! Let him at them! They will not get away from Zazka! If he insists. Interesting.
What should he do?
Probably.
What is needed of him?
Akrog is listening.
Yes. What now? More trouble? Speak.
Take care of them. Do not worry.
Chieftain, the tribe is running out of stone.
What is that? Yes. Let Zazka get a proper look. Yes. Great. More problems to smash. What is this? Probably.
Time to move on. Grungwa will go there.
The tribe needs more wood, Chieftain.
They take care of it. Be not worried.
You work now.
More woods, chieftain.
This way?
Fine.
Enemies are attacking!
Krog is ready.
This belongs to the Moonkin now.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
Easy, but there will be more. This one needs his flesh back, chieftain.
Going now.
What a pleasant surprise.
May Magua curse them.
Rot it. The human Brittlebones are attacking the Moonkin.
Probably tusk hunters too. Crush them! The voice of the Moonkin to wait a moment.
If he insists. That was all of them. Good work. Let them crush that ship, too.
What is that?
Let Akrog see. Good riddance. Back to the hunters now.
A building is done.
Zazka is
Yes. A building is done. A building is done. Building is done.
Cannot do that yet.
He needs to wait a moment.
Building is done.
This belongs to us. The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
head towards certain doom. Sure, why not?
Enemies are attacking!
Taken care of.
Ready for action. He is on his way.
Enemies are attacking!
In that direction.
They will not get away from Zazka!
What should he do?
Yes, the building is done. Grimlore is ready.
More problems to smash!
For the Moon King! Enemies are attacking! The tribe needs more scrap. Sure. Enemies are attacking!
Speak.
troll not rest for a moment? Genza's is going.
May Magua guide his hands.
He needs to wait a moment.
My probe is ready.
Let him at them!
Building is done.
He will lead the way.
Chieftain, their workers are in danger. More scrap for him. What a lovely mess.
They take care of it.
He helped tribe. He take that one, and that one. What can he do for the tribe?
What is this?
This altar has a lot of heck. All right. Magua gives this old soul strength. Yes. The building is done.
On his way.
Only fools challenge the
Go
Moonkin.
join the worms!
He needs to wait a moment.
Enemies are attacking! For rifles, quick! Grunwa will go there.
Sazka's special crew coming right
He is
up.
going. He might be bold.
Survive!
Enemies are attacking!
They will
I must
regret
replace the Moonkin.
Fine.
You work now.
Speak. Worry not next.
Let him out there.
Enemies are attacking!
They will not get away from Zazka. Zazka the Lifesaver.
The might of the moon king! Enemies are attacking! Destroy them!
They messed with the wrong tribe. Zazka is right at home. Great! More problems to smash. They will not get away from Zazka. They messed with the wrong tribe.
The building is done.
Let Zazka get a proper look. Let him at them. Not right.
Enemies are attacking!
Wait. Go join the worms. What is that? Fine.
He is on his way. The tribe must survive!
Head towards
Grandwa will go there.
Sure, why not?
Speak. Nurbok, listen. Grandwa is here.
He cannot do that yet.
The building is done.
It works better than it tastes.
The building is done.
Zazka the Lifesaver.
At his service.
Zazka's special brew coming right
The
up.
enemies are attacking!
If
That
he
way.
insists.
Fine. Go over there. Bring out their dead! Speak.
Huh. What now?
The building is done.
It works better than it tastes.
Going now.
Let him at them.
Fine. Sure.
Ready for action.
Great.
More problems to smash. Waste not water.
Enemies are attacking!
Chainers will not be any more trouble.
At least for now. Let them take a look at that thing, Trusted One.
Von, speak.
He can help. Magua prays. You work.
The building is done. The building is done.
Take care of it. He not worried.
The building is done.
Akrog is ready.
The building is done.
Fine. He is going.
The building
There.
is
That is the vein.
The building is done.
He cannot do that yet.
Magua has blessed the Moonkin with growth. The Moonkin!
The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
What should he do?
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
What is needed of him?
So, will this be enough for the sanguine ritual?
No.
No. Why? It feels as strong to Akrog as the one in Mudwa's cradle.
It is strong, but also tainted. This one supposes many creatures have used it over the centuries. There's something this one can do, but this one will need the Dark Elf's help for it.
Then they will get him.
All right. Let them get the stranger.
Fascinating. 3 Archfire veins so close to each other. Either way, good work securing it. So, you said you needed my help?
This one does. As this one told the others already, the Archfire vein has been tainted by use. There is a way to cleanse it, but the Dark Elf will need to help.
He will. What needs he to do?
Channel the spell onto the vein while we spill some blood. Few things are as powerful as blood fresh after it is shed. This one will create a link between the vein and himself, and the Dark Elf must maintain it. This way, every drop of blood shed in this battle will be drawn to the vein. Once there is enough, this one will purge its taint.
And then he can do the sanguine ritual?
Perform the sanguine ritual, and use this vessel's power to form this one's new flesh. Yes.
Noag. His name was Noag.
Can the stranger do what the cub asks of him?
Sounds like demonology. Yes, I believe I can.
Well, then it is decided. It will soak this ground in brittlebone and greenskin blood.
You wonder what next.
It will do it for Noag.
We must survive, Chieftain. The tribe needs more room. Build more shelters. Ready. He here. What next?
Yes.
He here. What can he do for the tribe? In that direction. Enemies are attacking. He's on his way. Let him at them.
Yes.
Quick! Enemies killed a hero! Ready for action. We'll go there. He is going. Moving on. Their workers are in danger. Their workers are in danger. Saska's special food coming right up. What now? More trouble? Speak. Sure. Can Saska help? Saska the lightsaber. Enemies killed a hero. I don't know.
Cursed hunters.
Cursed hunters! Can a troll not rest more?
Jesus. Julog fail. Rot it. Easy. But there will be more. This
tribe needs more. Build more shelters. Huh? Get ready. What now? Eagles there. Grimlore is ready. Interesting.
Is it done?
It is. Stop.
Thank Nor. I couldn't have done it much longer.
Means this that the cub is ready now. It can do this ritual.
The sanguine ritual, indeed. This one recommends they do it now. The odds are bad enough as it is, and the longer we wait, the more the power of the harvested blood will fade.
The odds? So the cub knows not whether the ritual will succeed after all?
No, this one does not. The ritual does not always work, meatbag. And waiting will not help those odds.
Huh. Why is Zazka not surprised?
All right then. Do it. Perform the ritual.
This one will. Step back, meatbags. Zarek, give this one strength.
What happened?
I don't know. But the field dog's energy, it's all gone. And your brother, he's still...
Big blood.
Others! Noag!
No. No, let Noag go back, Big Blood. No, let him go back into Misty Water. Please.
Akrog will not. Whatever Noag saw, it was just a bad dream. Everything is all right.
Nothing all right. No dream. Noag die at easy Moonlit River. It's terrible. Just water and cold and dead and whispers and floating. There no Crumple, no Sire, just corpses. Noag so afraid. Noag no want go back. Noag want live.
He is confused, Chieftain. His mind, it is hurt.
Noag want live.
Little blood. Little blood.
Gone. He is dead.
It's him.
This one lives. What? Why so scared? We had a pact, and this one will fulfill it. Come on. It's time to show those meatbags what a true hunter looks like.
Enemies are attacking. What can he do for the tribe?
Moving now.
He insists.
He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp.
Pathetic. Just a meatbag. This one listens.
is listening. That rogue is ready.
Help, save us.
What? This is all? You are no warriors. You are ants.
Can Sasuke help?
Enemies are attacking!
Why, Zarak? Is that? Why is here? This belongs to the Moonkin now.
Enemies are attacking!
Just to be back. This one listens. Ready for action.
Forget the trying.
To live is to struggle. Yes. The strong crush the weak. Go in the world will guide his hands.
Enemies are attacking!
That rogue is listening.
Begins. Just a minute back.
It is over. They are dead.
Indeed. This was no battle, troll. This was a slaughter. This one had hoped for more. Many Moonkin died. That is the price of the struggle. Take a moment, savor your victory, and mourn your losses, meatbag. Then gather your kin in the vein. This one still has the second part of his pact to fulfill. He means that this one will cure your blood. Yes, they will speak at the vein. Well, this will be curious. The kin will be dying for an explanation.
First comes the cure, then the explanations. Come, back to the Archfire vein.
Did you beat those fools?
The Tusk Hunters are dead. It is true.
And so is Noag.
Everything comes at a price. Well, you should talk to the creature, Chieftain. I believe there's something else it must do.
What on Urgath? Meatbag, are you ready?
That rogue is. But he wonders how this hex will work. How can the cub just undo the blood rot?
You would not understand even if this one told you. Just let them finish this.
All right. Do it. Cast the hex.
This one will.
Silence! Silence! The Moonkin have fought well and honorably. But it is not over. There is one last battle they must win. But they cannot do so without help. Most of the Moonkin know this already. But the creature that brought chaos down upon the Moonkin's enemies is no less than Zarek's cub, the Field Dog. Through a great sacrifice, the Moonkin...
Chieftain.
The cub has not only promised to crush their enemies, but also to cleanse the Moonkin's blood. And it will do so now. Do it.
So be it. Within 12 moons' turns, their blood will be cured.
12 moons? So long?
The rot has poisoned your kin's blood for almost 6 decades. Life cannot undo death in the blink of an eye. Even with this one's power, they will have to wait and endure. This one has fulfilled the pact made back. Now they will go their separate ways.
They crushed the Hunters and the Chainers, but Akrog is sure there will be more. Maybe the Moonkin can count on the Cub's help in the moons to come.
No.
Why not? If not for them, the Cub would still be in his prison.
And he, like the Trolls, is also a spawn of Zarek.
And so were the Chainers. Yet this one annihilated them. Why? Because you, through your pact with this one, were stronger. It's time you face it. As long as you Trolls stay this weak, you will be hunted and dominated. Such is the struggle.
Then what are they supposed to do? Die?
No, you foolish meatbag. Fight and survive. This world is full of predators. And someone as powerful as this one is not safe from all of them. Why else do you think this one ended up imprisoned? If your kind wants freedom and peace, then earn it through strength. Else you will always be the victims. Just look around you. The treasure you could gain from selling the plunder from this battlefield alone will be enough to make the Hunters work for you.
Is he suggesting they become brittle bones? Fighting and killing over shiny things?
No, you fool. This one suggests they stop running. Their pact with this one bought the time, so use it. Lick your wounds, sharpen your weapons, think and prepare. And the next time someone comes for your precious little tusks, shove them right into their hearts.
Akrog understands. Where will the Cub go then? What will it do?
What this one should have been doing these past 200 years. Bring back his sire and the Silver Weaver.
Zarek and Nor.
Yes. The renegades will reign over Io. And this one will make sure it...
You won't.
What?
Stay back!
Don't you dare! Don't you...
It's over.
Is he...
Not dead. Just trapped. Thank Nor I had the vein to feed on. I couldn't have done this without it.
Akrog understands not. How? And why?
It's a long story and one I'd rather tell to fewer ears. How about you savor your victory first? You've done it, Chieftain Akrog. You've crushed your hunters and cured your people. I'm sure there are many words to be said.
No, the stranger will tell him now. Akrog demands it.
And I disobey. Speak to your people.
Say something, Chieftain. Anything.
Quiet.
Quiet!
The chieftain speaks. Little Moonblood is dead. It is true. Noag gave his blood so the Moonkin could live. It is a long story, and now is not the time to tell it in full. But trust Akrog, one day he will. He will tell Noag's story, and he will make sure the Moonkin remember, until every last one of them is gone. But now is not the time for dark thoughts. Not for Akrog, nor for all those who lost trusted ones and kin today. The dark thoughts will come, and they will be strong. But not here, and not now. Because while it is true that the Moonkin have beaten their hunters, they must not fool themselves. It was only through little blood sacrifice and all the Moonkin bloodshed that this victory was possible. The hunters will return. And if not the Brittlebones or the Chainers, then others. What means this that Akrog is afraid? No. When these new hunters come, the Moonkin will be prey no more. They will await them with sharp tusks, thick hide, and the wrath of a tribe so powerful, they will make even Zarek shiver in fear. Rot it, they are Moonkin! One of theirs stands bigger than 3 greenskins. One of theirs is stronger than 10 Brittlebones. So how it can be they let themselves be the victims for so long? All these moons, all this time the tribe ran because they thought they were too weak. Yet here they stand, bathed in the blood of the fools who thought they could hunt them like animals. Zarek favors the greenskins? Well, rot and let him! The Moonkin will survive. And not only because they are Mogwai's chosen, but because they are warriors! And while it is true that the crush sticks and the throwing spikes killed the hunters, the Moonkin should always remember that it was the strength of the tribe that truly won this battle. One kin shielded the other, and that is why they are still here. Many kin fell today, good and strong kin, and the tribe will feel their loss dearly. And while there will be totems and mourning, the Moonkin will honor their sacrifice by a means far simpler still. They will survive. Now go. Lick their wounds and find the fallen. The Moonkin will be marching soon. But this time, they will build a tribe camp to last. For the Moon. And for Noag.
A speech worthy of a chieftain. Grangwa suggests he speaks to the kid now. Then let them find the stranger. If he has not gotten scared and run off, that is.
Trust Zaska. A shaman who can trap the soul of Zarek's cub is not afraid of them.
Still, the Moonkin deserve answers. Let Grimlore...
Chieftain, Moonkin make new home soon?
It is true, Ugruk. Very soon.
So Ugruk get make new shelters? That make him happy. He be ready, Chieftain.
Fine words, Chieftain Akrog. Fine words.
Were they? Akrog can barely remember.
Well, that is his loss. Jesting aside, Cabrax can only bow his head in respect for the choice Akrog made. It may feel terrible now, but it was the right thing to do. The bones know it.
Either way, Akrog came to thank the Bonekin for fighting so bravely by their side until the end. What will come next for Cabrax's tribe? With the hunters crushed, will they go back to the cradle?
Ah, the cradle. The truth is, Cabrax knows not.
Why not? It is their home.
Maybe so. But... well, the Bonekin failed to protect it. And Cabrax knows what Akrog is about to say. It was not their fault. Even so, it would feel strange to go back now. And not even the bones can give Cabrax a good answer.
They can stay with the Moonkin then. Their tribes can build this tribe camp to last forever.
The same thought has come to Cabrax too. But he knows not yet. Let them speak of this later, Chieftain Akrog. For now, let them feast. And remember those they have lost.
Akrog will. Always.
Good then. And when all the mourning is done, Cabrax and Akrog will share a roast boar to peaceful moons to come. How sounds that?
Like a fine plan, Cabrax. Like a fine plan. Let Akrog see. The Bonekin and the Moonkin won the day, Palag. How is he feeling?
Even better than when the Bloodsight takes him over, Chieftain Akrog. Mugwar has given them the gift of freedom.
Head towards certain doom? Sure, why not?
Good speech, Chieftain. Seems like he got some of Narjak's gifts for words, too. The cub was right, though.
About what?
Surviving. As long as the Moonkin keep running, they will always be slaves. Maybe...
What?
maybe Nurbok was wrong after all. Surrendering to the Greenskins, their hides would have lived, but their souls would have died. Nurbok sees this now.
Had he seen it sooner, many kin would still be alive.
Maybe that would be. It is true. But right and wrong are not always that clear. Poor little Moonblood. Out of everyone, he deserved it the least.
Nurbok speaks true.
Either way, Nurbok knows this battle frees him not of guilt. He wants to give his blood for the tribe, now more than ever. But if the chieftain decides he should stay in shackles until Mugwort takes him to the Moonlit River, he will accept.
Time will tell.
It will. And Grungwa,
What?
he is sorry.
Akrog is ready.
Ellen's saucy poems. Look who's coming, brother.
At the risk of blowing your mind, this pig's oculi are still quite functional. Thank you very much, Arthur. I must admit I was quite discombobulated to find out you possess such talent for the oral arts, Chieftain. That was electrifying.
The oral arts?
Good speech. That's what he's trying to say. So, you're going to build a city, is that it?
A tribe camp to last, but yes, they will try. So, Akrog wants them to know they are free to go now.
They have been for a while.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means there have been numerous opportunities to sneak off. If not earlier, then certainly before this quite monumental battle.
Why have they stayed then?
That, my dear thick-hided compeers, is an excellent question. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to it myself. But I wonder, in this new city of yours, do you perchance still require a skilled manufacturer of artifacts? And his dull-witted brother?
They can surely use a good scrapper. As long as the pig and his same blood know it will be dangerous, they are welcome.
Lovely. Let me be very clear, however. We shall need a proper smithy this time. A pig-friendly one. At least until a certain someone has found a way to reverse my porcine metamorphosis.
Yes, I'm working on it. Anyway, don't let us keep you, Chieftain. I'm sure you have plenty of people to talk to. Hey, I'm sorry about your brother. I truly am.
Akrog is sorry too. What is this?
That good bit. What this here? That bit no good.
Zeramak? Everything well?
Very well. Plenty scrap here after big fight. Zeramak, use it up, Chieftain. No need to waste.
The tribe must be prepared, but Zeramak should take a rest too. He earned it.
Well, rest, work, same thing. Zeramak feel best when busy. Maybe, never mind. Either way, Zeramak start with making new crush sticks. Then might try something new. Strange pig has good ideas. Crazy think that Zeramak would ever listen to a pig.
Well, Akrog is glad he did. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Zeramak.
Sure, Zeramak better go find the pig now. Should be easy, just follow the smell.
Well done, Chieftain. He fought well.
So did he. They did it, Grorag. They survived.
True. A shame it is too late for Krezk. But Grorag thinks he can hear that foul tusk cheering from within the moonlit river. Or farting. Grorag cannot be sure.
Sharp tusks and thick hide, Grorag.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Grunwald will go there.
All right. Let them find the stranger. Time for answers. You will lead the way. Moving now.
This looks interesting.
It will hold.
The urn?
The Hoard of Souls is its name, but yes. I sealed his spirit inside it, where it can do no more harm. I could never have done it without the magic of that Archfire vein, though. That creature's power was immense. Either way, I'm truly sorry about your brother. He didn't deserve this.
No, he did not. But it is time for answers now.
Of course.
How could the stranger simply seal the cub into that thing? If all these brittle bones from the temple could not? Is he so powerful?
I suppose you could say that, yes. But as I said, I couldn't have done it without the vein. Frankly, we were lucky this thing went back to the vein to cure you of the blood rot. Otherwise, things would be looking grim.
So he, what? Fed on the power running through this vein and put it into his hex?
Indeed. Before you get any ideas, though, channeling the Archfire is incredibly dangerous. I'm one of the few mages on EO who has learned how to use it, and even I can only access a portion of it.
Back in the tribe camp, the stranger said Mugwa's cradle was an archfire vein, just like this one, no?
That's correct. I'm impressed at how powerful both of these are, truly. Most are just a needle's eye, while these are just a hole the size of a fist.
This means the magic of the cradle never had anything to do with Mugwa, no? It is just like the cub said. She is only a fantasy.
Well, I guess it depends.
Speak true.
Fine. If your goddess exists, then she cannot physically influence the world the way the Guardians or the Renegades did. No.
A god with no power is no god at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. An idea, ideals, or hope cannot crush walls, but the people who believe in them certainly can. There are dangers to faith, but I think it's safe to say the faith of the Moonkin and the Bonekin led them to places most of your kind would have
No, Grungwa believes this not. How knows the stranger Mugwa exists not? How knows he the vein is not her blood, as the trolls believe? Believe this nonsense not, chieftain. Just because the Guardians and the Renegades march around showing their tusks to everyone, means not that Mugwa is not there. Think about the Eclipse Goddess Tiara. Not even the stranger knew she existed, yet she did. And she was more powerful than all the other Guardians.
By that logic, I could invent a god right now and claim he exists because you can't prove that he doesn't.
Mugwa has been with the trolls for centuries. And even if she were not, one needs not see the root of a tree to know they are there. What the stranger says is just more of typical brittle-bone ignorance. They see this archfire and think their tiny brains have understood it just because they have looked at it long enough. The chieftain should not let this nonsense shake his faith. All these visions Noag and the elders had, they meant something. Mugwa is there, and she is guiding Noag through the moonlit river right now.
That is just what it sounded like when Noag woke up.
He was dreaming. The cub said it himself. Little Moonblood was not dead, only sleeping.
The stranger will tell Akrog the full truth. Who is he really, and why came he here? Was this his plan from the start? Trapping the cub in this thing?
It was.
So Grungwa was right. To the stranger, this was always only about the cub.
First and foremost, yes, it was. You have never heard of the Circle, have you?
Zaska presumes he is not talking of the shape.
No, the Circle is a... how to put it? I suppose you could call it a band of powerful shamans from all races in Nortanda, light and dark. Ever since a Nortandian corporal called Tahar discovered the Archfire, the Circle has devoted itself to understanding it. I am one of those shamans. A Circle mage, as people call us.
So this Circle sent you to find Zarek's cub?
It's a little more complicated than that, but yes, I came here to find out whether the rumors of an imprisoned field dog were true. I found out they were. But also that I would never be able to breach these portal's seals myself. Which is where you, the gifted Chieftain Akrog of the Moonkin, come in.
Is he saying he knew about the gift of spirits?
I'd heard about it, yes. I'd heard of creatures from all kinds of races with that ability. But you were the only one I could find on Urgoth.
Zale.